People loved him, but only when they needed something. His name was Ethan, and in his town, saying his name was like calling for help. Someone needed a ride? Ethan. Someone needed advice? Ethan. Someone needed time, effort, or energy? Always Ethan. He was kind by nature. He listened carefully. He showed up quickly. And every time someone asked, he smiled and said yes. At first, it felt good. Being needed feels powerful. Being helpful feels meaningful. But slowly, that yes stopped being a choice. It became automatic. He said yes before thinking. Yes before checking his calendar. Yes before asking himself how he felt. People praised him for being dependable, but no one asked how he was doing. And Ethan never complained. He told himself this was what good people do. Still, late at night, when the house was quiet, a strange thought visited him. Why do I feel empty if I'm doing everything right? Have you ever been this person? If yes, say yes in the comments. He was always tired, but he couldn't explain why. Ethan slept less, yet worked more. His own plans were always postponed. His personal goals stayed unfinished. Not because he was lazy, but because someone always needed something. Every promise to himself ended the same way. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow never arrived. He wasn't angry. He wasn't bitter. He was just drained. His body moved, but his spirit felt heavy. His smile appeared, but it felt borrowed. And the strange part was this. No one forced him. He volunteered. That's what made it so confusing. Deep down, Ethan felt something growing. Not anger. Not sadness. Burnout. And though he didn't know it yet, life was quietly preparing a moment that would force him to see the truth. If this feels familiar, don't skip this part. He saved everyone, except himself. One evening, a sudden storm swept through the town. Strong winds. Heavy rain. Power lines shaking. People rushed outside to protect what mattered to them. And Ethan rushed out too. Not to his own home, but to help others. He covered neighbors' furniture. He fixed loose roofs. He stayed out until the storm passed. When he finally returned home, soaked and exhausted, he stopped. His door was damaged. Water had flooded his living room. Everything he owned was ruined. He sat there in silence. Not crying. Not shouting. Just staring. For the first time, a painful thought became clear. I gave everything, and still lost my own life. That night, Ethan questioned everything he believed about kindness. Type 1. See it now if this part hits you. One sentence changed the way he saw kindness forever. The next morning, Ethan met Mrs. Clara, an older woman known for her calm wisdom. She listened without interrupting. When he finished speaking, she pointed to a candle burning beside them. "This candle gives light," she said. "But if it burns all night without rest, what happens?" "It melts," Ethan replied. She nodded. Kindness without boundaries destroys the one who gives it. That sentence stayed with him. She gave him a simple challenge. For 1 week, don't answer immediately. Pause. Ask yourself one question. Will this cost me peace I cannot afford to lose? If the answer is yes, say, "Not today." Would you try this for 1 week? Comment "I will" if you would. Saying no felt worse than being tired. The first test came quickly. A friend asked for help with something that wasn't urgent. Ethan felt the familiar pressure rise in his chest. His mouth wanted to say yes. His heart wanted approval. But he remembered the candle. Not today, he said softly. The silence that followed was uncomfortable. The guilt was real. But something else happened too. That evening, Ethan worked on his own life. And for the first time in a long while, he felt proud. Each no felt painful at first. But each no made him stronger. Was this not justified? Let me know what you think. When he stopped being available, he became valuable. Weeks passed. People stopped calling him for every small problem. Some disappeared. Some adjusted. And something surprising happened. They respected him more. Ethan slept better. He laughed freely. He felt present in his own life. Mrs. Clara visited one day and asked, "Did the world fall apart when you stopped saying yes to everyone?" Ethan smiled. "No," he said. "My world finally came together." Remember this. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you honest. If this story helped you, share your thoughts below. And if you're learning English through stories like this, subscribe. You belong here. More stories are coming.